anything you'd else to hear? I'm Glenda. It says Train PD, but it's me, Glenda Rose, and I am keeping up all of you folks and what you're doing. So I want to show you what I see. I'm going to share my screen. This review. First two levels are basic computer skills. I want to see that you know the basics. The first level gives you 2 hours of professional development. By the way, there is on your screen, you should have a button on the right top of the window where it looks like 2 arrows diagonally. That'll make it full screen if you're having trouble seeing the screen, if it's too small for you. Okay, so we aligned each of the basics, the apprentice, journeyman, and professional, with the standards from the International Society for Technology and Education. Who has, Karen, Karen, try calling in. Who are members of the ISTE? You ready to put it in chat? Nobody is a member of ISTE? Okay, C is for technology and education, what COABE or TESOL are, adult education and ESL. So you see at least a basic member of ISTE, but if not, the Texas affiliate of ISTE, this is their website, in San Antonio this year. So it's the opportunity to go to a national, actually international convention that's here in Texas, so that's fantastic. But the local is the Texas Computer Education Society. And they're $45 a year, so they're not nearly as bad as far as membership goes. A conference every February or March in downtown Austin that is huge. I mean, you just can't imagine. You're mind-blowing how much stuff is there. So we're using their standards because they are the gold standard for technology and education. Hold on just a second. I kicked the dog out. So the first level is for the standards for students. So these are lists that they have: Empowered Learner, Digital Citizen, Knowledge Constructor. If you thought I was just brilliant and came up with those, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but those came from ISTE. Those are their standards. And I'm not doing the journeyman level until probably mid-June, beginning of July, because the standards for teachers have just been refreshed, and I don't want to have to redo the activities based on what their new standards come out to be. That's good news for you, because all you have to focus on is Apprentice 1 and Apprentice 2 for the next 2 months, and because you can't even get to the journeyman level yet. Somebody. Okay. And when we get to the standards for coaches, we're going to use the professional levels for that. The goal is, by the time you become a master technology integration coach, by reach that level, you'll be able to replicate what we're doing here with you for your program and get more people who are able to help you coach the people in your program. That's the end goal. The overview. Take yourself off mute or raise your hand or put it in chat. Or so I can keep going. Certification for reaching the end. We don't have certifications in adult education anymore, David, but what we do have are these badges. The badges, I'll show you in a little bit, are not only badges inside of our system, they're credit badges that you can take with you. And they're also part of the reason that I'm asking you to do the digital portfolio, so you can show your skills. There's Karen. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Linda. Sorry.
That's okay. All right, that's the overview. If there's no questions about the overview, I'll show you what we're doing so far. So I'm going to pause really quickly. Okay. So I have to keep track with what you guys are doing. So every time you submit a test on that curriculum that's been assigned to you, you request should have completed a task, I have to mark it. What and who hasn't started and who I need to see. And I asked if I would, Lee said, I would love some more stinking badges. Okay. I like the badges. I think it's cool. That's why I asked if you're not ready to start right now, if you're too busy or with the case, whatever the case may be, go ahead and let me know so I don't have to keep track of someone who's not really participating. There's a lot of work on my end, and this is the only thing that I do for TCAL. So I know you thought that this was all I did in my world. The badge by level. So level, the A1 level, how many of you have completed A1, the apprentice level? I'm looking at this group. Tiffany has, that's right, Tiffany has. Angela, are you close? Angela completed, I think. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you have completed that, and it's really basically taking the North Star assessment, our North Star assessment link. Please don't use just the North Star assessment that you can find Googling. Use our link because I get to see what you did on the back end. Gary. It's also good if you, for some reason, were able to save the badge because I can print your certificate and send it to you. I did not the Mac thingy. Okay, here's the thing. Some ask me, you know that we're good at technology. Why do we have to take the North Star assessment? There's a couple of reasons. One is because I want to make sure you can show the North Star assessments to teachers who can use this with their students in their classroom. Karen, look for the green and white ball on the bottom of your computer. I think you probably just switched off of it.
Okay.
Sharing and resharing just in case anybody's getting a delay.
Okay, I'm on the thing that says add WebEx, so I don't
Okay, so room, do you see a tab that says screen or anything like that?
No, it says I have to add the WebEx again.
You're not in the right one. So the bottom of your screen, find, you're on a PC, right? Not a Mac?
PC.
Okay, so on the bottom of your screen, there should be a green and white ball that's active.
Okay, it says Excel Online.
Yeah, you're with me.
Thank you.
Okay. So skills that we're going to be developing is how to do that, how to talk people through problems on the internet, because that is usually where people get hung up when they're working on their own and they don't know what to do next. Back to the North Star. So the reason you have to do it, one, is so that you are familiar with it, to share it with teachers and with students. And two, none of us, including myself, have passed all of the assessments 100% on the first try. None of us. So that tells me that we have some gaps that, as coaches, we want to make sure that we understand both forms, by the way, which is why you have to do the Mac thingy. If you're a Mac person, you have to do the PC thingy, just so we have the right language before we start talking about the tools. And then about North Star is the Microsoft Education Digital Citizenship course. Microsoft Innovators in Education is a great site to learn a lot about the Office tools and how to use Microsoft products in the classroom rather than Google products. So you have both options. David, you get through all the assessments with 100% on the first try. I will send you a gift certificate for dinner. But I got the results. I know what happens. They're easy as they look. You think you know something, and you find out that there's gaps. Okay, now that's going to be the easy one. You can probably finish this weekend. It's not that hard. But the two starts more into how do we use these tools for our teachers. So we're going to be later talking about the 3 tiers, and the first tier is the teacher using the tools. So things that the teachers do. For example, you're going to do some things in the Cornerstone bio, like asking for feedback. I need to show you that because I'm confused. So go to your bio. You click on your bio page. Good morning, computer. Okay. On the feedback, on the tab on the left, on the feedback page, you create a request for feedback. You're going to post your goals, and you're going to request it from specific people. Yeah, it is $125. Yeah, it's a little more expensive. And you get a discount, though, if you're already a member of TCEA. Really it. And they ask for the request, and you use people. Like, you might ask Federico to feedback. And I would request it from him. The reason I say that is some of you are very tech savvy. I found out that we have these goals of performance. Well, let me give you a secret. Cornell doesn't know we have the performance module. We didn't pay for that. We haven't told them because we haven't decided if we want to keep it or not. So, but don't use it. It really exists. So it'll disappear. So that's the first one in A2. About a TED Talk, and then talking about Creative Commons licensing, digital citizenship, and looking at some resources that, as a teacher, you can use with your students. That first level is who is being. Oh, keep quiet about the. Am I being loud? No, I don't hear anybody. I hear Jackie typing. I think that's about it. Okay. Are any questions about the first two levels, the Apprentice 1 and the Apprentice 2 levels? No, I'm already gone there. Okay. So look at the curriculum. Let's look at the curriculum, how it looks in your transcript. Those who haven't started, is there anybody who has not started at all? Okay. All right. When you go into the transcripts, on the left is your menu. So Empowered Learner, Digital Citizen, Knowledge Constructor, those are your activities for your activity level badges. Okay. So that's fine, David. So to Empowered Learner, I had a note and test. One citizen, I have 2 notes. That means there's 2 activities and a test. And then it tells you what you have to do. So read the note carefully. A couple of people have gotten their tests back to them because they didn't read it carefully enough. If you read and understand what the badge is asking you to do, and then when you launch the test, you're basically going to provide the link to your digital portfolio. So talk about the digital portfolio for a second. At work, it scares some people. And it's really not as complicated as it sounds. All it means is you find a tool online that you like where you can keep all of the things that you're doing for this project. In our community of practice, and I hope you all have joined the community of practice already, some people have shared their portfolios so you can get some ideas. So, go on topics. Portfolios, you can get some ideas of what people have done. So let's look. Here's mine. I gave mine as an example. I used a Google site just because I'm not familiar with the new Google sites, and I want to see how it works. With a home page, badges, certificates, and projects. That's very, very simple. And I go into badges. All I've done is cut with my scissors, my snipping tool, and pasted my group from Mozilla Backpack. I just took a Mozilla Backpack. Is that clear? You're just going to put your certificates here. There's a certificate of recognition for the digital citizenship course on Microsoft. I didn't get the badge for some reason. I'm not sure why I couldn't get the badge. Ashley did hers in Google Slides. You could also just create a topic that has your name on it and put it here, but I would like you to have it external to Porto. You can me too. So if you took it through our site and you couldn't get your badges to Mozilla for some reason, let me know and I will send you your certificates. Okay? Ashley, she just set hers up like a slideshow, so she just has 1, 2 certificates, Okay, she got her certificate. She's just keeping a list of all her stuff. And looks pretty. I like the way she's got it set up. And this is just like PowerPoint presentation, so it's not hard. A lot of, I'm not giving you a lot of direction about how it has to be. That is your option. If you're comfortable, or if you want to challenge yourself like I'm doing, if you feel like you want to do, that's going to be fine with me. Is that ready for the digital portfolio? Those ideas, you could use a wiki, you could use LiveBinder, you could create a folder inside of the PD portal for yourself, but I would not recommend that one because you have external in case you ever need it. Okay. If you have questions about the digital portfolio, just go ahead and send me an email. Some of you have already emailed me about questions, and I don't mind that at all. I'd rather you. David Garza said Google Sites is super easy, highly suggested. I thought it was pretty easy too, and there's some templates you can use. Site, yeah, there you go. So you can just add it as you go along. So there's kinds of different ways you do it. And this is for us to share our portfolios because I realized I was the only one seeing the wonderful work you guys were doing. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to share here. Digital notebook, yeah, that works too. It's a OneNote notebook for that matter. Okay, so finish your curriculum. Your badges, I will award your badges to your bio for the activities. You'll your snapshot. The awarded will be here. And your viewers can see that anybody else. Here I am. I just clicked on my picture, which I meant is to update your picture, and then went to snapshot. Yours, Tiffany. I would just look up Tiffany in the Global search. And if I snapshot, I can see her badges. Yeah, some sort of avatar. It doesn't necessarily have to be your picture, but you need to have something instead of the fake person that shows up automatically. Crandall, his is one of my favorites. Somebody image of him from a piece of wood, I guess, during the Galveston storms. So it's not actually him, but it looks like him. Portfolio. Okay, squirrel. Okay, the portfolio is in our community of practice. There is a topic that says share your portfolio. Is any? Connect communities, go to the, I should have as many communities as I have to be involved in. Tech integration coaches, community. And topics. This is a portfolio topic. And that's it. So if there are any questions that you have about the program, you're just going to do the courses one by one. There's really no time limit, but it's not active for a month. I'm gonna ping you and ask you if you're going to stay in the program or not, because it's just for me to keep up with. Available for questions. I get on the phone sometimes, but I'm glued to my computer, so I will get an email. Armand?
Yes, you have mentioned about that this is not a race.
Yeah.
My question is in regards to, is there a timeline to have everything done?
I'll tell you, I just finished TCEA Technician Specialist, and it was set as a year program. So I'm thinking that, the first two levels we can get done fairly quickly, but after that, it may take us a little time, maybe 4 to 6 months to get to those other levels.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And hopefully, you guys will enjoy it so much that we'll add levels later where we can continue to challenge each other with the new tech tools that count, because as we're sitting here, somebody is developing something that's going to change our world. world by tomorrow. Top of it, we never stop. Okay. Well, guys, if you know where to get me if you have questions, and if there aren't any more questions, I'm going to set you free.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. I hope it was helpful.
Thanks, Linda.
All right. Thank you.